A group of friends heads to Las Vegas for a wild weekend of gambling. Among them is a man named Jerry. Jerry is usually not much of a gambler, but on the second day of their trip, he hits it big at the blackjack table. We're not talking a few $100 here. No, Jerry walks away with $100,000 in cold hard cash. His heart races with excitement, but he immediately decides to keep it a secret. After all, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, right? Soon, Jerry's thoughts spiral into a frenzy of paranoia. He imagines his friends, hands held out, demanding a share. "Nope, not happening," he mutters under his breath. So, he comes up with a plan. Instead of flying back with his friends, Jerry books a later flight. Then he sneaks back home in the dead of night. The neighborhood is dead silent as he quietly steps into his backyard, shovel in hand. After glancing around to make sure no one's watching, he digs a deep hole and buries the cash. The next morning, Jerry wakes up early, filled with a sense of accomplishment. He steps outside, ready to marvel at his hidden fortune, only to find an empty hole staring back at him. His heart drops. Panic sets in as he notices a set of footprints leading from his backyard straight to the house next door, which belongs to a deaf man. On the same street lives a professor who understands sign language and is a friend of the neighbor. Fueled by rage and panic, Jerry grabs his pistol, storms over to the professor's house, and bangs on his door. "You're coming with me," Jerry demands, dragging the bewildered man across the street to the deaf neighbor's house. Bursting through the door, Jerry waves his gun around and shouts, "Tell him that if he doesn't give me back my $100,000, I'm gonna kill him!" The professor, visibly shaken, turns to the deaf man and begins signing furiously, relaying Jerry's terrifying message. The deaf man, calm as ever, signs back, "I hid it in my backyard, underneath the cherry tree." The professor hesitates, then turns to Jerry and, after a deep breath, says,
"He's not going to tell you. He said he'd rather die first."